Hi, my name is Mitch Cohen. I chair the Douglas School Building Committee, and it's time for yet another tour of the new Douglas Elementary School. We are wrapping up construction. Today is the 23rd of July of 2013 and will be open for students on September 4th. So I thought it would be a nice time for a tour and have you see how things are going. Come on in. Well, welcome in to the elementary school. We are in one of the two main entranceways. That way is the entrance that we walked in, and then directly opposite, down this beautiful hallway, there's another door. One of these doors will be used for school bus drop-off and pickup, and the other door will be used for parent drop-off and pickup, and that will improve traffic around the site quite a bit. So this is the administration area. What we're looking at here is the desk where students and parents can come in and ask their questions. You notice a large sliding glass door. That's so that the administration area can be isolated in the summertime, so that those who were working in the school in the summer will have air conditioning while we don't have to air condition the whole building at the same time. Let's take a quick look in the administration area. This is one of our two areas where we still have to do a lot of flooring. This will be done within the next couple of weeks. Pat, our cameraman, our fantastic cameraman, is learning the challenges of walking a camera through a construction site. If you were on the earlier tour we did in February, you'll have seen some of these things before. This is the nurse's office. So this direction is more of the office area. Back here will be what they call the exam rooms, basically a bed for kids who aren't feeling very well. And these are offices for various administrators. This back over here is just the other side of that desk we saw a few minutes ago, where the administrative assistants or secretaries, or whatever the appropriate term is these days, will be there. Principal's office will be right here, conference room, and we'll just walk right out on the other side here. We'll walk into the library next. So, obviously lots of bookshelves. Helps divide the room into a few different areas so different classes can come in and work simultaneously. There's the circulation desk. This is one of the sectioned off areas behind this bookshelf here. So group instruction area within the library has a smart board up on the wall. There will be a computer projector there, desk. You'll see a lot of wood in the building. Most of the wood is, I believe it's a type of wood called Liptus, which I hadn't heard of before, but it's from South America, and it's a renewable farmed wood. It's not, chopping down rainforest or anything like that, and it's exceptionally hard, which is really why it was chosen. So it can deal with lots of abuse. Now we've walked out of the library back to the hallway, so the area where we were originally was around this corner here. Let's take a look in the cafeteria, which is the other large room that we need to finish the flooring in. Just like in the existing elementary school, we're calling this a cafetorium, so it's a cafeteria with a platform stage. Have a very simple lighting system. It's not like a high school or the middle school auditorium as far as sophistication, but for the little kids it'll be great. Don't mind the sound of the fan. Trying to keep the place nice and cool and dry. Back here is the kitchen. We're not going to bother walking through. You know what? Let's walk through the kitchen. So all the kitchen equipment is in. I know I think they've begun the training on this. We've got the refrigerator and freezer over here. You see 32 degrees and it says negative 13 degrees. That's cold. Excellent. I don't remember if we've taken a camera tour into the mechanical room, so let's go ahead and do that. See if we can get there safely. Sure. Okay. Feel free to look down at the ground, Pat, so you don't bump into anything good. This is the emergency generator room. This is the main mechanical room. Distribution for heat and hot water. Back here, very sophisticated system designed to save a lot on energy compared to buildings we've had before. Let's go back where we came from. Here's the inside to the loading dock for deliveries of during the school year. It's mostly food items that come in there. Okay, so we'll walk back through the kitchen to get back to the cafeteria, then we'll take a look at the rest of the first floor before we go upstairs. Watch the cord. There's a doorway up that way to get the art and music rooms. That's blocked off, but we'll go around. Okay, so now we're looking at the library again. This over here is one of several benches that are built into the school. Provides a nice spot for kids and or teachers to take a little breather when needed. This on the right is the display case outside of the art room. This can be used for art projects or just about anything else. And we'll walk into the art room. The lights should kick on. Maybe they won't. Hold on. Hey, it looks looks like one of the projectors has been installed. So this is one of our projectors and smartboard. This is called an ultra short throw projector. Most projectors that you'll see will be further back, maybe 10 or 12 feet away. Sorry, I'm trying to not dip this cord in paint. And the problem with these projectors that are far away is the teacher ends up standing up and blocks part of the picture, and you end up with a shadow. So this ultra short throw is designed to sit directly above the screen and project straight down onto it. Also saves electrical costs because you don't have to wire things into ceilings, you can just do it into the wall. If you look out here, this is the roadway that connects the existing elementary school and what most people know as the intermediate school, both of them in the process of being renamed. But right now it's dirt because we're resurfacing the road. That'll be done before school starts. This is storage area for the art room. This is going to be another display case. We'll walk into the music room. The lighting system is automated, but not all of it's turned on yet, so that's why I have to do it the old-fashioned way. Nothing particular to tell you about the room. This is just a music room. Got a little PA system, that's the black box, and then there's a practice or rehearsal room over here. Let me get these lights. So we've seen everything on the first floor, so let's go upstairs. Watch your step. So if you're familiar with the site where the school is being built, it's on the side of a hill. We took advantage of that and built the gym on the second floor, which is at ground level for this side of the building. So we'll take a look at the gym in a second. The mechanical room that we were in before is right underneath the gym, built into the hillside. So this is an entranceway that could be open for the public if there are any events in the gym, where it's somewhat isolated from the rest of the building. The gym is complete. We're using it for storage as we get the rest of the building ready. So you'll see quite a bit in there. See if I can find the lights. Uh-oh. There we go. So the gym floor is protected. So that's why it doesn't look like a gym floor with all the equipment. The items on the right were moved here from the intermediate school. They'll be distributed to teacher classrooms before the start of the school year. And the items on the left are new pieces of furniture for this building. The teacher desks are in, some file cabinets and a few other things. I see some new boxes towards the back. I can't quite tell what those are. But we'll be getting student desks and chairs in soon. And everything else you need to get a school running. And these lights will go off on their own. So as far as the interior of the building, the flooring has been the last piece that we've been working on. You know what? There's a caution tape here. We're not going any further on this side. I don't want to mess up anything. So the second floor hallway, I know, is not done yet, but they'll be working on that in the coming days. Let's see if we can go up to the third floor, and then we can take a look at the second floor from the other side. All right, we're up on the third floor now. They're finishing cleaning after really the construction work is complete. So let's go ahead and take a look at room 317. Just clean and ready to go. Technology hasn't been installed in here yet. That happens after. So this is a very typical classroom. We've got cubbies for the kids over here, teacher work area over here. This is storage behind whiteboards. Storage is something that's lacking in most schools, so we made an effort to have as much as we possibly could. So this becomes a useful wall surface as well as storage. And then over on this side is the smart board that's in all the classrooms. The projector hasn't been installed here, but it'll be the same type as we saw before. It's raining outside. So this will be as close as we get to the track today. If you look over there, you'll see the current state of the track. That won't be ready for the fall. I mean, probably the running track portion probably will. Field takes quite a number of months to grow the grass before we can use that. So they'll be doing that the latter part of the summer, early fall. And the area, sorry to have you turn around again, get you dizzy. The area where you see the trailers and the storage containers, that's all going to be cleared very soon, and that's going to be the lower play field. So there will be 2 small soccer fields and a softball field in that area. So as I said, the flooring is complete now on the third floor. In the second floor, the only area that needs to be finished is the hallway, and they'll be done with that. Earlier today, I was told within about 2 days they should have the hallway complete, and then they'll be cleaning up and turning over the buildings. I still see a few things left to be done. Molding along the bottom needs to get installed. That's something the contractor does, and then we have separate people we're working with for technology and everything else that happens said afterwards. Let's head down this way and see if we can catch the second floor from the other side. The computer systems are already in the process of being installed in the building. We've got a main computer room on the first floor and then 2 smaller rooms on each of the second and the third floor. The main computer room, what we did is, because we're working on both the new elementary school and the middle school, what's been known as the intermediate school recently, we're considering them one building for the purpose of technology. So the computer server room that's in this building will actually serve both buildings, so we don't need to put any servers in the other building. I'm not sure exactly what we'll see outside onto the middle school, which is this direction. This is just another very typical classroom like the other one. So if you look onto the out the window here, if you look onto the middle school, the white roofs were replaced last summer, and we'll be doing the rest of the roof in this fall into the winter. And you'll see to the left, there's a lot of site work. So the outside of the middle school is going to look completely different come the next school year when that's open. There was a large hill that's been leveled. Parking lot's been cleared out. Significant drainage improvements. You might remember that there was a lot of damage to the intermediate school from the way that it was built, water actually running into the building in some spots, so you end up with rust around all the doors. That's one of the things we're improving right now. Okay, so we do have the projector in this room. They're working their way around. Okay, so let's see what the status is on the second floor, if we can take a little walk. Let's get a camera shot across. So I mentioned the hallway floor isn't done yet, so that's why it looks like this. Okay, so they've actually done the main shot of the hallway here. Just to make sure we don't mess anything up, we're not going to walk down there, but this is just like the third floor. Classroom-wise, it's pretty much a mirror of one to the other. Tiles along the wall for durability. And it's a no-wax floor throughout the building. Keeps the maintenance cost down. I believe we've covered the entire building now, so I think this ends our tour.